want to be able to see, okay, let's see, top messages, all messages. Let's see, double check if that, okay, so, all right, folks, welcome to my live stream where I talk about that I am going to have a goal, and well, my new goal that's put into place, and that goal is reaching 1,000 subscribers. So, let's see here. Just give me. Yeah, I was just checking how many viewers I have. So, all right, folks. Those who are tuning in, I'm talking about my goal of reaching. Yeah, I'm going live right now talking about reaching my goal of 1,000 subscribers because I want to be able to reach my goal sooner rather than later, or sooner rather than not. So, all right. So I want to talk about how the road to 1K works. Well, 1K meaning 1,000, because already I reached 500 subscribers, and I turned my 500 subscriber goal to 1,000. And once again, to my 500, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It means a lot. God bless. Keep it up. So, and now on the plus side, yeah, it's been hot and hazy lately, and the New York Yankees are taking on the Seattle Mariners right now. Yeah, and they snapped their 6-game losing streak against the New York Mets on Sunday. And also, last night was WWE Monday Night Raw. And yet, I had to miss Raw last night because I do not have Netflix. And I'm still... Oh, I got a viewer. Hi. And just to let that viewer know that whoever that viewer is watching, I am talking about the road to success. Road to 1K. Oh. And now it's down to 0. But eventually I'll get more subscribers here and there. So, and also, and those who are tuning in, I want to be able to talk about my goal and how this works. Because right now, I am at, hi, how are you? Hi. As you may know, I'm talking about my goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers and how this works, how I want to, hi. So, and I want to be able to get to my goal. Hi. So, that's wonderful. So, yeah, it's really wonderful. So, okay, the 1,000 subscriber goal, because you know, it's been 15 years since I first launched my YouTube channel. March 2010. I don't do drugs. Period. So, okay, so like I said, it's been 15 years, March 2010, and that was when I first launched my new YouTube channel. Well, I already had a YouTube channel, but I didn't really care for it much. But okay, so it's been 15 years since McNally Studios has been officially launched. But unfortunately, 15 years ago, how much weight have you gained in 15? I actually lost weight. Yeah, I actually did lose weight though. So, but back then, 15 years ago, when I first launched my channel, guess how many videos I have uploaded? Take a wild guess, folks. You can hear, it's like the Jeopardy think music is playing in the background. Still waiting for an answer. Hello, I'm still waiting for an... Sorry, that's incorrect. The answer is 0. My favorite color, 0. Unfortunately, the number of videos I've uploaded on YouTube in 2010 comparing to 2025 is 0. And 6 or 7, that's also incorrect. The answer videos I've uploaded in 2010 was 0. And you're not going to believe the year I started uploading YouTube videos. Take a wild guess, folks. Still waiting for an answer. I could hear the Jeopardy think music, the thinking music when contestants are writing their final Jeopardy responses. Time's up. The answer is 2019. Thank you so much. That really makes my day. The answer to the year when I first when McNally Studios uploaded its first YouTube video. The answer, my friends, 2019. 2000 and you got it. Ding 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 ding. All right. Yep, 2019 was the correct answer. But the previous answer where I talked about how many videos I have uploaded in 2010, the year when I first launched my channel, was 0 because I didn't know how that worked back then. So, shucks, and now I'm down to 3 viewers. But I'll eventually get more and more. So, yep, 2019 was the year I started. That was after when I was checked out of the hospital and that was before COVID started. So, yeah, I didn't know how that worked back then. And, the first video I talked, wow, that's a lot. And thank you, now I'm down to 0 viewers. But you never know, magic might happen. Ew. Not good. But like I said, I will eventually reach up to 1,000 subscribers because I got this. Because I have a goal that I'm ready to fulfill. I have destinies to fulfill. So, especially with this year marking 15 years since really? Cool. I got a subscriber. And eventually, I will get more. Because I will eventually get up to 1,000. So, folks, keep it up. Because this year marks 15 years since I launched McNally Studios. That's the name of my YouTube channel, McNally Studios. How much weight? Actually, I weigh 280. I actually weigh 280 though, but I did weigh 320 back in March of last year, but I lost that weight because you know what I did? I stopped drinking soda as much as I did. Wow, I sure will. Eventually, I will reach a lot of subscribers, folks. I got this, and you have my back. So, keep it up. And the road to 1K has officially begun. So, big 30, good vibes only chant. Oh, thank you so much. So, Jesus Christ. And as for answers that I don't want to answer, I'm not comfortable with them, okay? So, let's see here. Okay. And like I said, any responses to my channel, I will not respond. Really? Okay, so thanks for watching my channel. You will get more viewers if you read the comments out loud. Oh, absolutely. And I will get more subscribers. And eventually I will finally reach my goal before you fucking know it. Sorry, fucking know it. Fudging know it. Sorry. Viewer discretion advised. Contains strong language. Viewer discretion advised. Jesus Christ. No, I didn't actually. I did remove the I did remove that yeah, I did remove that comment because I will not answer to I will not answer to questions that I'm not comfortable answering. I know that because I'm trying to have rights. So, okay, like I said, do you cut your... No, I actually go to Great Clips and get my haircuts there. Yeah, I actually go to Great... Yes, I do. So, and I'm civil. Not the Civil War, which is, well, from the, like, 19th century, so, like, far back, before there was video games and social media. Thank you so much. So, yeah, like I said, yeah, I have a goal to reach up to 1K. 1K in a day. Or 1K makes a day. Sorry, got an itchy ear. It happens to everybody. No, I don't. But I do play Super Smash Brothers. And like I said in one of my previous live streams, in 64 and Melee, Mario and Yoshi are my mains in 64 and Melee. And in Brawl, Brawl, Smash 4 and Ultimate, my mains in Brawl to Ultimate are Mario and Sonic. So, and no, I do not play Call of Duty. And I also play Doom, though. Well, and you know, my mother did not like the fact that I played Doom back in... Because you know Doom is so violent. I swallow cum. Yeah, well, but I played Doom... Yeah, I played Doom, and you know how violent Doom can be, so... yeah, Doom is a pretty violent video game. And you know what else is? Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Mortal Kombat was... But you know, when it came out for Super Nintendo, it was censored. Yeah, the first Mortal Kombat game on Super Nintendo was... Yeah, they had censored fatalities. And they just called it finishing moves in the Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat. So, yeah, but when it comes to fighting video games, I usually like Street Fighter or Tekken. So, and also Super Smash Brothers, as I mentioned earlier. So, and you know, I love the Super Smash Brothers series. The only Smash game that I did not play was the 3DS version of Smash 4. And by the time I wanted to get the fourth game for the 3DS, Ultimate was already out. So, yeah, that was when they were getting ready to release Ultimate. So, what's your favorite Super Nintendo game? Zelda Link to the Past, Donkey Kong, and I also, Zelda Link to the Past, and I also like Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country was really hard. Yeah, I like the original Donkey Kong Country better than the second game and the third game. I'm with you on that one, Tippy. So, and yeah, well, Zelda Link to the Past was also my favorite SNES game as well. So, and I also like Super Mario World 1 and 2, and also Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 4. Well, and you know, Final Fantasy 2 is known as, well, Final Fantasy 4 was known as Final Fantasy 2 in North America because here's a little trivia for you all. The real Final Fantasy 4 was never released outside of Japan, as well as Final Fantasy 3 and 5. So they had to release 4 as 2 in North America. Ooh, I got another light. Yippee! Nice. Yes, I do. I got it for Christmas back in 2018. And the reason why is because Ultimate came out. Yeah, it's because Smash Ultimate came out. So, would you rather grow a tree? Watch a tree grow. I would probably watch a tree grow because, yeah, I like to watch trees grow. Yeah, I like to, sorry, I got an itchy nose. So, sorry about that, folks. So, there you have it, folks. And also, yeah, we continue with the live stream of 1,000 subscribers that I want to be able to reach my goal. Oh, and I want to talk about, hold on one second. You want to all see my, the artwork I made for when I reach 500 subscribers. So, yeah, I had to turn on the green screen so I can showcase artwork, the digital artwork that I've done for when I reached 500 subscribers last week. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, was the artwork that I've done when I reached 500 subscribers last week. So, and for my 500, I thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel, because yeah, it sure makes a big difference when I reach 500. So, and hopefully soon I will eventually reach 1,000. So once again, to my 500, I thank you all. Keep it up. You're doing great. So, it is what it is. So, let me turn off the green screen. Okay, so now I'm back in my room that I'm doing the live stream at. So, yeah, I had to show you all I've done, the app that I've done, the 500 subscribers banner, I did it on an app called Ibis Paint. And it's a paint application where you get to, I think you could draw anime. Because I love anime. Not only I love video games, but I also love anime as well. And you know what got me into watching anime? Pokemon. Yeah, the Pokemon anime was the main reason why I started watching anime. Yeah, and also the Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Z, the original, not GT, because GT sucked. But I did, and they have a new Dragon Ball right now called Dragon Ball Daima, which is almost like GT, but not, actually, the entire characters were all transformed into kids, just like Goku was in the first episode of GT. And that was why I stopped watching Dragon Ball GT after the first episode aired. Well, the dub version of the first episode, when Dragon Ball GT premiered on Toonami back in the day. So, yeah, the Pokemon anime was the reason why I started watching anime. And I've been watching it, and the application Ibis Paint, yeah, I think it's on the Apple App Store, and it's also on the Google Play Store. That can, it'll, you can draw anime on it. And it's not AI generated. It is not an AI generated app. So, and you get to draw it by heart. So, without AI generated. Because AI sucks. And does anyone agree with me that AI sucks? Please raise your hand if you believe that AI sucks. I have my hand raised on high on the ceiling. None? Yeah, there's got to be some folks that think that that are watching that believe that AI sucks. That AI sucks ass. I meant AI stinks. So, yeah, I'm trying to tone it down to PJ. So, and I do think AI sucks, period. Stinks. All right? So, it is what it is. So like I said about Ibis Paint, it's a paint applique, but it's really hard for me to use my fingers when I use paint. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and you know something, that wasn't the first time I've gotten a compliment like that. Because back when I was in high school, I competed in a Justin Bieber look-alike during a pep rally when I was in high school. And also there's one girl that told me one time that I look like Zac Efron, who used to be in the High School Musical movies. There was one girl that told me one time that I looked like Zac Efron from the High School Musical movies one time, and yes, I do. So there's a nice compliment that I talk like Forrest Gump. The name's Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. So, yep, life is like a box of and you know something? Speaking of Forrest Gump, they even had an episode of The Simpsons where they did a parody of Forrest Gump, in that beginning of the episode where run, Forrest, run. And they have one episode of The Simpsons where they had the Forrest Gump music playing in the background, and Homer was sitting on a bench holding a box of chocolates, and then he accidentally swallows the feather, and then Chief Wiggum sits next to Homer while he was waiting for like a bus or whatever. So, that was when they parodied that one episode of The Simpsons. That parodied Forrest Gump in that one episode of The Simpsons. So, open the door. Oh, really? Open the door. So, I wonder what that's from. So, ooh, look, I got 7 viewers right now. Nice. So, can't believe I have started my goal to talk about 1K. 1K a day. 1K every day. Breaking Bad. Yeah, I've seen I think my mom saw it a few times. Yeah, I think she also, my mom saw Breaking. Yeah, well, maybe one day. Yeah, Breaking Bad. Yeah, I think my mom watched Breaking Bad a few times, but what she did watch more was The Walking Dead. So, yeah, my mom loved The Walking Dead more than Breaking Bad. And I think she also watched Mad Men, which is a mafia show almost like Godfather and Goodfellas. So, yeah, almost like The Godfather and Goodfellas. So, I can't believe, yeah, so anywho, and eventually I will reach up to one, and I want to talk about that artwork I shown again about the 500. Okay, in case anyone missed what my banner looked like for when I reached 500 subscribers last week. Yeah, I made this banner last week of when I reached 500 subscribers last week, so I'm going to get up out of my chair again so I can show my viewers, and eventually I will get more viewers to check out my... Ooh, I got some likes. So I can show you all my banner when I reach 500 subscribers last week. So, up and at 'em. There it is, folks. This is my banner of when I reach 500 subscribers. Sorry about that. It's like I disappeared. Yeah, it's like a magician. It's like a rabbit coming out of a magician's hat, and then it disappeared. So, that's the banner I made of when I reached 500 last week. Pretty nifty, right? Yeah, I think so. Oops. Yeah, I made that banner last week of 500 subscribers. So, yeah, it looks lovely. Yeah, it really does. Oh. Okay. Yes, I am too kind. I have a good heart, and I'm too kind for words. So, wow, I'm getting a lot of likes at this rate. Keep it up, folks. And, yes, during my senior year in high school, I did graphic design during my senior year in high school. So, and I passed. Lucky me. So, okay, let me turn the green screen. Oh, I will, because I got wonderful viewers, and on the especially that McNally Studios is celebrating its 15th anniversary. I will show you my nice. I got a subscriber. Keep it up, folks. Let's go for 1,000. Oh, and just for that, I'm gonna show you my banner one more time before I turn the green screen off. That's the banner I made last week when I reached 500. Pretty nifty, right? Oh, Nelly! Sorry, excuse me. All right, green screen off, deactivated. Okay, folks. And I apologize for the burp not too long ago. So, at least I said excuse me, so. Yeah, at least I'm not running a gag reel. Well, gag reel is bloopers. So, yeah, I'm getting so many likes on my video, and hopefully, eventually, I will get more. Yes, I agree with you. So, okay, so, yeah, I can't believe this. So, yeah, I can't believe I have a goal set. Wow, I got another like. Alrighty, so, and also, there you go. So, and I want to show you all something. What did I do yesterday? What did I do yesterday? Oh, I went to the movies yesterday. I went to see the new Jurassic World movie. So, and back in June, I went to the Special Olympics and I won this. It's a 4th place medal. So, looks lovely. Yep, I won this medal last month when I competed in the Special Olympics. Yep, 4th place, which symbols. Yeah, I've won it in the past. Yeah, real. And your two kids will grow up to be inspirational. Thank you all so much. And when it comes to autism and the autism spectrum, I have been an advocate for autism spectrum for those around the world. So, and I will keep it up, and I thank you all for my support. So, this is a medal I won when I went to the Special Olympics competition last month over in Trenton, Trenton is the capital of New Jersey, so, and I competed in the bocce ball competition, so I got to put the medal back before I lose it. I'm back, folks. Thank you so much. That really makes my day. Especially that my goal of 1,000 has officially started today. So, and I couldn't be more thankful that I want to be able to reach that goal eventually, sooner rather than not. So, Ronaldo, Daniel Messi. So, just like, Liverpool, that's where the Beatles were originally from. And you know, I love the Beatles. So, and you know, I love the Beatles as well. Shame they broke up around like the mid 70s. I mean, no, wait, early 70s because of a dispute between Paul McCartney and John Lennon over Yoko Ono. So, yeah, well, the dispute between Paul and John led to the Beatles' breakup. And as of right now, I got 5 likes on my video and 9 viewers. So, keep it up, folks. Let's make this channel grow and grow more. Nice. Which one? Paul, Ringo, John, or George? And what interests do I have? Video games, making artwork, and making videos to entertain my viewers. Both local and non-local. And I also play video games too as my main interest. So, and as for Liverpool, which Beatle did you get named after? Either Paul, Ringo, John, or George. It would have to be at another date because most of them are somewhere else. So it might have to be in a different date, and I might have to do it in a YouTube short. So, yeah, it might have to be in a YouTube short, which is almost like the TikTok shorts, but yeah, well, almost. And now they can be up to 3 minutes now. Yes, absolutely, especially the fact that I have a goal to fulfill, and that goal is 1K. 1K makes it every day. That's the new slogan for my 1,000 subscribers goal. Yep, 1K makes it every day. Huh? Sorry, I don't know what they're talking about, so, because I don't understand that language. What games do I play? Super Smash Brothers, most likely. My favorite Smash game is Ultimate. Because my favorite Super Smash Brothers game is Ultimate. And as I said earlier, and I mentioned earlier in the live stream, that my mains in 64 and Melee are Mario and Yoshi. And in Brawl Through Ultimate, my 2 mains in Brawl Through Ultimate are Mario and Sonic. Thanks. Now, yeah, in 64 Melee, my 2 mains are Mario and Yoshi. Oh, that's okay. It happens. It happens to the best of all of us. So, yep, it happens to the best of all of us. So, yep, but like I said about the Super Smash Brothers games, my 2 mains, in 64 Melee, Mario and Yoshi are my mains. But in Brawl Through Ultimate, it's Mario and Sonic. Yeah, because Sonic wasn't introduced in the Super Smash Brothers game until Brawl. Because I think Sonic was supposed to be in Melee, but but I think Melee was a little rushed, and Sonic was supposed to be put in Melee, but they didn't. Well, he was canceled in Melee, and then he appeared in Brawl, Smash 4, and Ultimate, and that's how Sonic is one of my two mains in the Super Smash Brothers series. In Brawl, Smash 4, and Ultimate. So, and Sonic was unlockable. Yes, I am a sports fan. I watch, but I do watch it. I don't play it much, especially with the tick population increasingly high. Yeah, because I don't hang out on the grass very much, especially with the tick population lately. So, yeah, especially with the tick population nowadays. Yeah, it's and 20 years ago, back when I started high school, my mom actually got bit by a tick, and she got Lyme's disease. And it pretty much killed off her entire summer after she got bit by a tick and developed Lyme's disease. That was 20 years ago. And that was when I was going into my sophomore year in high school. And back when my mom got bit by a tick. So, and it's been over 3 years since my mom passed away. Don't blame you. Yes, I hate ticks also. But I actually like the cartoon, the Fox cartoon, The Tick. I don't like ticks, but I do like the cartoon, The Tick. It used to air on Fox Kids throughout the 90s. So, and I was a 90s kid, so I was a late 80s baby, a 90s kid, and a 2000s teenager, and a 2000s teen. So, and when I was a kid in the 90s, there was a cartoon called The Tick, and it used to air on Fox Kids back in, and I think they had a live action reboot of The Tick that it was canceled after only one season on Fox, and I think, what year I was? 1989. I was born in 1989. So, and yeah, I'm still young though. Yeah, I was born in 1989. It was a good year. Not right now, but I will eventually. Nice. That's nice. So, and 1989 was, thank you. And I am still young. So, because I'm in my mid-30s, and that's still considered a young adult. And thank you so much, and that really makes my day. So, yeah, and I'm talking about how I can reach up to 1,000 subscribers, and how I can get up there eventually. 91, the age or the year? Oh, the year I meant. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. And I did that when I get so, and also when I did those cuckoo sounds, it means that I get so confused. That means that I get really confused at times. Yeah, it's part of my disability, because I have autism, but I wasn't diagnosed with autism until 92. Yep, 1992 was the year I was diagnosed with autism. So, yeah, and I became quite an advocate for those with autism and family. And people who have relatives with autism around the world. Yeah, I thought I got another like there because I have 5 likes on my video. So, thank you so much, and eventually I will keep it up. Ooh, another like. Thank you so much. Wow. Eventually, I will reach my goal of 1K. 1K makes it every day. Makes it simple every day. And that's my slogan. Nice. I got another new subscriber. Neato. Yes, let's go. And yes, I'm a New York Yankees fan. And I've been a New York Yankees fan all my life. And Yeah, well, when they got swept by the Houston Astros, I was not happy about that because, well, yep, let's go Yankees, and I'm a Yankees, and I even have a poster of Aaron Judge in my room. It's not set up though, but I might have to show my Aaron Judge poster at a different date, but probably at a short video of when I show my poster of the Judge. Mr. 99 himself. Ooh, another like. Neato. You're doing great, folks, because I will eventually reach my goal of 1K. My break is over. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you so much. Enjoy your night while you can. So, any questions, folks? Are there any questions not questions that I'm not comfortable answering, but only questions that I am comfortable answering? So are there any questions that I can answer? Any questions? Well, you can. Really? What do you mean by that? Yep, and I have 8 likes on my video. So keep it up, folks. God bless, because I will eventually get to that goal of 1,000 subscribers. So, ooh, and I have 8 likes on my video. Yeah, and I have all the energy I can have in one video in the live stream where I talk about are there still any questions that I can answer, folks? None so far? Okay, so I want to continue about talking about getting up to... Whoa, Nelly. Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. So... Yep, excuse me. So like I said, the main majority. What's my favorite food? A tie between pizza and hamburgers. I like the only. I usually I like my burgers with cheese and ketchup, no pickles usually. So. Yeah, and also, there are times when I do like my toppings on pizza, like pepperoni and, yeah, I don't like sausage on pizza. Bacon. What is my favorite game? As I mentioned earlier in my live stream, the Super Smash Brothers series. But my favorite of the entire Super Smash Brothers series is Ultimate. Because they brought back every fighter from the past Super Smash Brothers game. And also, as I mentioned earlier in my live stream, my mains in 64 and Melee are Mario and Yoshi. And in Brawl through Ultimate, not Brawl and Ultimate, Brawl through Ultimate, it's Mario and Sonic. Do you play any PC games? I'm going to answer that first. And I actually used to, back in the day, I used to play The Sims. Not The Simpsons, The Sims, where you create your own family, create your own house. And as for the brother and sister, I do not. I'm the only child of my main family. But my parents are currently deceased, though. But I do not have any brothers or sisters. And as for the PC games, I used to play The Sims. And I used to create my own family, create their daily life and everything, and what their life is like. But I only played the first 2 games. I only played the first 2 Sims games. Back when I was in high school, I used to be simply amazing with The Sims. I'm not going to answer that question, but thank you anyway. So... yeah, it's something that I'm not going to answer to. No, I don't. I never played a game called Castle, but I do play Minecraft though. That's another game where you create lands and everything. And I saw the Minecraft movie recently, and my favorite part of the movie when is Steve, who is played by Jack Black, who is also the Kung Fu Panda, and he was also in the movie School of Rock when he did the lava chicken. Yeah, remember, he was in School of Rock, and also he played the Kung Fu Panda. And you know I love both of those movies, which is School of Rock and the Kung Fu Panda movies. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's really nice of the Terraria. So, yeah, I play a lot of video games, both classic and modern. And I did not get, and no, and yeah, just like the main character in Minecraft. So, like I said, the Switch 2 is out already, but guess what? And no, I don't have a Switch 2, at least for now. I would like to get the Switch 2 because Mario Kart World is out now. Yes, and I can give a shout out to your cousin, Nick. So, and also, like I said about the Switch 2 being out and the new Mario Kart out being right now, I just hope that I can play it, hopefully before you know it, because I'm dying to play the Switch 2 soon, and they have a new Donkey Kong game coming out soon, and they even changed Donkey Kong's appearance, and they even have a younger version of Pauline in that game. So, okay, and like I said about the new Mario Kart game that's out already, hopefully I'll finally play it. And they did change Donkey Kong's appearance ever since Rareware or Rare. Which game do you hate the most? All the games that were made by LJN. And also Jekyll and Hyde on NES. Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde on NES. And also all the games that were made by LJN. So, well, the game that I hate the most is Jekyll and Hyde on NES. Thank you so much. And you know, speaking of Jekyll and Hyde on NES, I've actually beaten Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde is a really bad game on the NES. And in case you're wondering, you should watch. And if anyone has heard of Angry Video Game Nerd, he's a guy who reviews bad video games, and he even curses as well. So you should check out watching Angry Video Game Nerd, and that was the second game, because you know the first game Angry Video Game Nerd reviewed was Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. And let me tell, and then that's another game that I'm not a fan of, is Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Yeah, it's actually a sequel to the original Castlevania, but Simon's Quest was not a great game. It was okay though, but it wasn't. Yeah, Simon's Quest wasn't that great. And yes, I will eventually reach 1,000 subscribers, folks. So, hey, so absolutely, I will eventually get there, folks. So. And I couldn't be more thankful enough of how many subscribers I will eventually reach before you know it. So, and last week, yeah, he actually reviewed the original Metroid games. You know, with the one on NES, the one on Game Boy, and the one on Super NES. So, yeah, well, but I've never beaten any of the Metroid games, not even the original. Maybe I would like to one day, but thank you so much. Yeah, I'm hardcore. So, and I'll eventually beat one of the original Metroid games, because you know the Metroid games are really hard. And because they have mazes where you have to navigate through, and back in the 80s when internet wasn't a thing yet, you would have to figure things out and how to beat the game and everything in Metroid. So, it is what it is. And, you know, Metroid is a hard game. So, yeah, Metroid is really hard. but not as hard as Battletoads. Yeah, but it's not as hard as Battletoads is. Battletoads is brutally hard. So, in case anyone has played Battletoads, and I tell you, and I'm telling you, Battletoads is a hard game. Yes, autism rocks. Thank you. That's the best comment I've got in the live stream. Keep it up. Yep, autism rocks, and that makes me smile. So, yeah, like I said about Battletoads, Battletoads is brutally hard. And I've never, I tried to beat Battletoads one time. I couldn't get past one of the later levels in Battletoads. Yeah, I'm going to have to conclude my live stream, folks, because I have stuff to do and I got to get ready to go to bed in a few hours. And once again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Adios. And once again, I thank you so much for tuning into my live stream. It makes me smile, and I have a lot to look forward to, and I will eventually reach 1K. See you next time, folks, and I will do another live stream, hopefully tomorrow night. God bless.